Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qasim says, I had this dream in October or November 2007. In this dream, I find myself standing in the confines of my own home. Abruptly, the world around me spiraled into darkness as heavy load shedding gripped the land, plunging us into a shroud of darkness. Persistent blackouts began to envelop our homes, leaving us in anguish. When at long last the electricity flickered back on, it was only for a short while before it would vanish again. Uneasiness settled over the people as they pondered, how can we live life like this? Then we discover that the electric generator units were broken. Worst yet, the coffers of the government lay empty, devoid of the funds needed for their repair. This was our chilling truth. This was to be our harsh reality for the rest of our lives. As days bled into nights, the lifestyle of the people took on a bleaker tone. Frustration seethed among the people, their lives strangled by the perpetual darkness. Then one night, I broke the silence of despair saying, what's the point of this kind of life? It is as if we are living in an older era devoid of electricity. I must venture out and search for the light. It is better to search for the light rather than sitting around. Under the shroud of night, I invoked the name of Allah and ventured out of my home, equipped with only a small torch. I embarked on a journey that would take me beyond the confines of the city, into the heart of the dark void that stretched endlessly before me. As I ventured deeper into the dark abyss, uncertainty gnawed at my resolve. I start thinking, which way should I go, as I couldn't understand anything. Placing my faith solely in Allah, I chose a direction and asked Allah to lead me towards a place where there is light. After a long walk, my eyes finally beheld a distant glow. I saw a place lit with fire in the vast desolation. A rush of relief washed over me as I quickened my pace towards the source of the radiance. As I drew nearer, the illumination revealed an unusual, towering structure, a colossal edifice which soared 15 to 20 stories high, its form aglow with a mesmerizing dance of flames alit outside of its windows. I marveled at the phenomena before me, awestruck by its existence, for I had never before encountered or heard of such strange architecture. I say, well, it doesn't matter. All I needed was light, and so I entered the building. Upon entering the building, I found myself within a sprawling hall that bore semblance to a dining establishment, and there were people inside, sitting and eating. Fiery lanterns adorned every corner, casting a delicate glow that bathed the surroundings in a warm, flickering light. Yet an unfamiliar and unsettling aroma lingered in the air. I could see a counter there, and a staircase in the distance. As I walked towards the stairs, I didn't stare at anyone. However, a person walked by me, and I couldn't help but glance at him, only to be seized by an overwhelming shock. The visage that met my eyes was otherworldly, far removed from any human appearance I had ever encountered. I say, who is this? This does not look like a human being to me. It bore a colossal head, small ears, and a scary face that sent chills down my spine. A chilling realization took a hold of me as I surveyed the room more closely. None of the occupants were humans. These beings were none other than the jinn, creatures of smokeless fire. I say to myself, Qasim, they only have lanterns of fire and it smells weird too. They must be jinn. Amid my astonishment, I couldn't help but wonder why the jinn paid no heed to me. Why didn't they seize me or forcibly expel me from their realm? Then I say, perhaps it was Allah's blessings that shielded me from their gaze as I left with my trust solely in Allah. Nonetheless, I climbed the stairs and reached the second floor. There I saw many rooms, and the jinns also inhabited this floor. I then go to the third floor and finally reach the top floor. Along the way, I encountered